Good afternoon, students. Welcome back. I am making this video for Standard 9. Subject is Economics, Chapter 2, and the name of the chapter is People as Resource. So this is going to be the 8th and the final part. Now in the previous video, we had discussed about unemployment and its types. We had also discussed about the paradoxical situation in our country where it is very difficult for the government to ensure that where the unemployment problem actually lies and how this unemployment problem can be eradicated. So these situations are creating the confusion in developing the 5-year plans. Now, in the present video, in today's video, we will discuss about the consequences of unemployment. What are the consequences? What problems are generally the people face because of unemployment? Now students, as we already know, that unemployment is a very serious factor for a country like India. It is a very common factor, but besides it is also a very serious factor. Now, the main problem of unemployment is that, so there are two basic outcomes that comes up. There are two basic outcomes that generally our country faces. First is the increase in poverty. So as a person due to unemployment has very limited or very less or no income, so what happens is that it gives rise to poverty. And the second and the most dangerous scenario is that unemployment actually kills a person's talent. This is a very challenging situation. Now, here first is the wastage of resources. Now, as unemployment increases, resources are wasted. Resources over here means the human resources. Resources over here means the natural resources. The natural resources cannot be utilized, and the human resources, they are not able to explore their knowledge, talent and skill. They are not able to show their knowledge, talent and skill because of this unemployment. So because of the under-exploration of natural resources as well as the human mind, this wastage of resources take place, where the resources, no matter it can be a natural resource or it can be a human resource, both are not utilized properly. As a result of that, what happened? It affects the developmental level of our country. Secondly, we see another problem. First is wastage of resources. Second, we see low output. What is this low output? Low output means that whenever a person remains idle. Now, in major cases, it is seen that the person forgets all sorts of his knowledge, talent and skill and abilities. So the knowledge, talent and skill and abilities comes to a break. It comes to a standstill. Why? Because the person is not able to explore it. Person is not able to utilize his talent and knowledge. As a result of that, what happened? This low output is. Now suppose in our country, there is a requirement of, suppose for a particular job, for a particular project, there is a requirement of 100 people. This is just for an example. Output can result in various things. This can be underutilization. This can be result out of lack of skilled workers. This is also one of the reason of unemployment. This is also reason of low output. Now, in another scenario we can see, suppose there is a project is there, any sort of construction project, and in that particular project, an organization, a company requires 100 skilled laborers. Now, focus on my word skilled labor. Skilled labor means a person who has the ability, knowledge, talent and skill, who are perfectly trained. Now, a company fails to find 100 skilled laborers. When he is searching for labor, he is getting lots and lots of unemployed laborers. But when the same company is trying to search for skill, there it is seen that the number of the ratio of skilled laborers are very less. Out of 100, suppose a person gets only 50 skilled laborers. Now there what happens is that the low output formation takes place. Because only in the place of 100 workers, only 50 skilled workers are working, and the rest of the workers, they don't have that enough work potential that they can work. They can give the same output. As a result of that, what happens? Low output formation takes place. Output is not generated as it should be, so lower than it is expected. Increase in poverty, that I had already said you. Increase in poverty, this is one of the most common and the basic problem of unemployment. When a person who cannot manage to get job. So there what happens is that the increase in poverty, so the income falls, which is very common, and until and unless a person manages a job, gets a job, earns a job, what happens is that the person generally goes onto the state of poverty. Where there is low income generation is equivalent to poverty. A person cannot get an income when a person don't have work. So obviously the person moves to the stage of poverty. So this is one of the basic and a very serious and a very common problem of unemployment. Next is an economic burden. Economic burden, it occurs in various cases. And an unemployed youth, and an unemployed individual, it becomes a burden for family, for friend, for society, also for a country. Why? Because the person and that particular individual cannot become self-dependent. So this increases the economic burden. In a family, whenever a member is getting added up and there is no output from that particular member, generally that if the family is not financially sound, that family obviously face a problem of income. Obviously the family faces some sort of economic problems to feed that particular person, to maintain that particular unemployed individual. So this, in the long run, that particular person becomes a burden for the country also. Why? Because that particular individual will search for job from the government. He will try to demand, he will stand in the line in search of job from the government. So that person can only keep expectation that government will do something for him. So these are the four major consequences of unemployment that we had discussed. Now there is a process that if the things cannot remain like this, the government must ensure that the government can take certain steps to eradicate poverty. Now how to eradicate poverty? So there are few things that government can do? First and the foremost thing is that the government has to focus that what is lacking. What is lacking in a country? First, is there really shortage of job or shortage of skilled laborers? This is the first thing that the government must ensure. Now, what it is generally seen that the person participation, the unemployed youth, they move in search of job to different sectors: primary, secondary, tertiary. Now, according to the trend, many people moves towards the service sector, tertiary sector. Why? Because it is said that the opportunities in tertiary sector is huge. Few people, they move towards the secondary sector, but especially the demand goes towards the small scale industries. Why? Because the large scale industries, they don't require manual labor. So in search of job, mostly the people, they go towards the medium or the small scale industry in search of job. Even the wages or the salaries are very less over there, but still anyhow they can manage a job over there. And the rest of the people, they move towards the primary sector. So these are the movement of youth towards the sector, the interest. Now the eradication comes. How it could be eradicated? First and the foremost thing is that the governments must decide that what they require. Skilled labor, what is there? Lack of skilled labor or lack of job? So this is the main thing. But it is sometimes said that jobs are there. Plenty of jobs are there, but there are a lack of skilled laborers. So the best thing is that the government must ensure to provide training, practical training to the unemployed youth, so that by utilizing this training, the person can do certain job, especially the vocational trainings and all. More and more ITIs should be opened, so that even the poor and the rural people coming from the rural areas, they can get some vocational training. Governments must ensure to open more and more medium and small scale industries. Why? Because these industries does not need capital intensive technique. So more and more people can get job. Government must make an arrangement. Some sort of provisions should be made by the government to maintain a complete transparency in the primary sector, which is the biggest sector and the most attractive sector of our country, where more and more youths must go and join. And the last, the government must train the women, the girls and the women, so that the women can become self-dependent, self-earners, so that they could support their families. So these are some of the ways, some of the suggestions how this poverty can be eradicated. So if government could follow all these things, poverty can be easily eradicated from our country. So all these things were from this chapter, people as resource. So by this I am coming to the end of this video.